Hello, guys. It's me. Hello. How are we doing? Making sure my voice isn't too loud, too soft. It's probably a bit loud, actually, because I had to match the last guest I had on screen. But hello, guys. I'm so excited to see you. And do you notice anything different? All right. Well, hello, Pond. You were here first, and no, you did not miss it. Rachy Pie, hello. Darkman and Torrance, oh, my lovely friends. Scryer, hello, you're here. Soraya, how are you doing? 8-Bit Mermaid, welcome in. Ready for all the herbs and spices. Oh boy. The Nart, hello, how are you? Bram, just quickly popping in to say hi. I hope you have a great stream. I definitely need some sleep. Yes, go to bed. But also, thank you so much. I appreciate you popping in. And hello. I'm finishing up donating plasma and have to stop at the store real quick, but I'll be listening. Well, that sounds fun, and I'm glad you're here. And hello, Rachy. George W. Ambush, hello. Do you ever mess up? What happened? What'd you mess up? Tell us all. You just want to see Jen? Hello, it's me. I'm here. How are you? Murdoch, you're here. Hello, it's so nice to see you. Rocker Joe, hey, how are you? Thank you for that love. Oh my gosh. Madison, whoa, look at that sick loading screen. Isn't it so cute? I love it. Thank you. And hi, I'm so excited to see you. Tummy Numner with that lurk. Thank you very much. I genuinely appreciate you lurking and loving and being awesome. Of course, I'm here. I have to see if you do a better job at winning the Colonel's heart. You were never following? I don't have my zoom in thing anymore, but... What? How? Dramatic music. There we go. Logan bleeds. All right, you enjoy that personal D&D, and I appreciate that lurk. Have fun, kick some ass, and roll some nat 20s. So, guys, how do you like my new layout? Created by Wasabi Donut. So it all came modular. So all these pieces I had to like put onto a screen in like the way that I want them, and I made a bunch. So I want to show them to you before we start, if that's okay. So I'm so glad you love it. Jen, I'm here. Hey, Deadpoolio, how are you? Watch Holly, hello, it's nice to see you. How are you doing? So I got this one, and look at that bits jar. It's real cute, but I finally made it. Yes, you have. I'm showing off my new overlay real quick, and then we're going to jump into the game. But I have this one. And then if you don't like me on the right, I can just go this way on the left. I also have this one where I can just move my camera around all over the place. And then are you ready to see 4 of me? But you know how I love to go on dates with my mans and 2 other streamers? Well, let's see. But anyway, 4 gens! Oh, I didn't add the mic on that one. That's okay. I was just talking about how there was 4 of me. You know. Everything looks so cute. I'm so glad you think so, and it matches my hair color. Let's just do like a color comparison from up here. It's really close. If that wasn't weird enough. But anyway. You finally made it. You love it. Thank you so much, Holly. That's super sweet. All right. So, everything looks so cute. You don't have a regular job, and I'm not as productive as you. What do you mean? What do you mean productive? What have I done? I've done nothing. I'm sitting here playing games, and now my face is all blurry. Hello? Hello? Sorry. Oh my gosh. What happened? Sorry. Why do I see sorry? Someone said sorry, but I don't see it anymore. It was there and then it was gone. That was really weird. Anyway, hello, TV man. How are you doing? So excited to see you. Oh my gosh, Jackie Chun, how are you? I'm so glad to see you back. Welcome back. What is that? What is what? What are dates? Oh my gosh, Dark Man. Jen, I loved this game. I haven't played it. I'm ready. All I know is that people kind of hate it. Like, it's super good, but also, like, stupid. And I'm ready for it. I'm here for it. You'll find out what a date is when the colonel shows up. You're right. Good old 648p. What? My thing doesn't say that here. But anyway, I'm sorry. Sorry for my pixelated face. Rachy Pie, Avalon Dice, hello. Excited to see you. Oh my goodness. It's so ridiculous. It's very stupid and you're gonna love it. Perfect. About to get spicy in here. Yes, it is. All right, so I'm going to turn the game on. And let's get going. Should I be on the right or the left? I'll be on the right. Good choices. All right. So, capture the game. Please. Please. There we go. Oh boy. If this is too loud, let me know. What is happening? Big loud. Okay. And I forgot to turn my lights on behind me. They're on now. Oh my. That was great. Max Slasher, hello. Excited to see you. This game seems up your alley, but like for me to play and not for you to play. Oh my goodness. TV Man, the real question is, do you have to date the Colonel or are there other characters up for grabs? I guess we'll find out. Hello, Red Panda. Okay, you're gonna lurk. You got some Viking raiding to do, but I'll check on you. I love you. Lurk. All right, have fun. Excited. I know Assassin's Creed Valhalla came out today. I know I said it like that. I'm sorry. But now the game's super quiet. Do you hear it? Yes, you do. The sound thingies are going up. Okay. Well, let's do a new game. Let's go. Oh, what's our name? Oh, God. Chat, big decision. What's our name? Please, someone tell me what our name is. Anything. Anything at, well, maybe not anything at all, but one thing. Oh my gosh, my thing wasn't scrolling. You're here now. If you don't date the Colonel, then what's the point? True, Jackie. I'm here now. We can get started. Okay, welcome. Oh, sorry. We've gotta, hold on. You're here. Okay, hold on. Welcome in. Let's start playing. Okay, hello, Nathan. It's nice to see you. How are you? This game is already too sensual for me. I'm just gonna brush that off. I cannot compete with the alpha male. Nope. The Colonel is it, man. Puppy dog. Yes, I saw him too. You have no idea. This is a game. Oh my God. Yeah, I saw, I guess memes about it, but they were like serious. I don't know. Anyway, Valhalla, yes. Aloha snack bar. Is that gonna be his name, or are you just saying hello to the snack bar or goodbye to the snack bar? Anyway, you gotta suck out the 11 herbs. Max, no, 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 we're not doing this. Jenis, no, it's JENISONLINE. Name yourself Dude, so you get a chuckle every time. Okay. Oh, Genus. Name myself Genus. No. I'm not dating the Colonel. Chad is dating the Colonel. I do like Dude. Vince, how are you? Welcome in. It's nice to see you. We're about to date the Colonel. Sanders, that guy. We almost got KFC today. Well, not almost, but it was one of my... Anyway. OMG, I love you. Actually restarted the stream for me. Well, I mean... Phyllis, Flumpus, Janice, Bernice, Spicy Nuggets, Evelyn. Oh boy, Popcorn Nuggets. Hi, I missed the pond. Hey, pond. I think she also missed the pond. I missed pond. Hello, pond. Jackson. All right, well, we're going to name ourselves Dude. That was what was first. Thank you, Holly. Michael Jackson. Leon. Oh, gosh. This loading screen is actually really cute. Kimbro, hello. How are you? We're about to date Colonel Sanders. Because why not? You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. I love this as modest. The world is peaceful and serene. You can stay in the moment forever. How's the music on the game, guys, by the way? Am I too loud? The game not loud enough? Or you could wake up. Now! Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Oh, God. Smack, are we going? Throw the clock out the window and stay in bed forever. Yup. Bye. You slept through the school year and gave up on the once-in-a-lifetime job. Wait. Game over. Already? You might not be cut over this. We did it. All right. See you guys next week. Thank you so much, Kimbro, for those 500 bits. I appreciate it so much.
I appreciate you so much.
Aw, thank you. Great stream, guys. See you later. Oh my gosh. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you as well. Monkey Man. Jen, listen to me. What, Monkey Man? I don't see anything else that you've said. I'm listening. I promise. Oh, God. Game quiet, but that's fine for me. Okay, I can turn it up a little. Because this music is vibing. That's all I'm saying. So I think it's at a good volume. Stay in bed forever. We did it. We lost. My bad. Your mic is clipping a smidge. Okay, cool. Let me fix that. Where's my voice? Turn myself down. I think that's better. That should be good. Okay. Okay, thank you guys. Appreciate that. So, game over. Get wrecked. Wow, fail. Quickest game ever. All right, guys. Jesus. Happy Tuesday to all of you. Too freaking kind. You are too kind. What the heck? Thank you. But all of you know that already. Oh, all right. Let's try this again. Thank you so much. I appreciate your kind words. You're very sweet. And thank you for the shout out earlier today on your stream. That's super nice. The game is quiet, but the alarm is loud. Oh, look. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene, but you can stay in the moment forever. Or you can wake up right now. Culinary school. Throw the clock. Oh, wait, no, I almost clicked the same exact thing. Smack the clock. Up and at 'em. All right. Can I press escape and turn? Nope, I can't turn the extra sounds down a bit. Dr. O, so many herbs and spices went into this. Hello, how are you? A strange game. The only winning move is not to play. Hey, Jackie. We're having a good time. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by and you find your imagination getting away from you. You'll need to take this seriously. You'll allow yourself to daydream a bit, thinking about the future. So, does the game just end every time we say the wrong thing? Because that's gonna get annoying. But we'll take it seriously. Dude. I'd better make wait, what's our dude voice? It's not my voice. I'd better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. There you go. You bust through your morning checklist. Teeth brushed, hair combed, pits deodorized. Nothing can stop you now. You comfortably grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. Just what you needed to get your blood flowing. Carbs. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. Oh my god, she's really adorable, actually. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her. Guys. Endless loop. Jen got super quiet. I got too quiet. Have you ever played Doki Doki? Yeah, that's on my list actually. So it is. Yes, George W. Bush was right. I spiced one now in the colors through the light bridge of Allura. What? Oh, I spiced once. Got it. Doki Doki for sure is a must to play. Yes, I got it on the list. Purple Penguin, hello, how are you? Excited to see you back. Welcome in. All right. Sounds like Kyle from the Amanda Show. Oh. But like one time, I was in the shower, and when I got out of the shower, I walked outside, and I said, "This isn't my house." That's totally Kyle. Des Games, hey, hi, how are you? I am so glad to see you. It's nice to see you in. Thank you so much. Miriam's the cutest. Hey, it's Jen. Jen is in the game, guys, except she has green hair and brown skin. And I think a chef. And a chef's outfit? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, do I need to turn my mic up a bit more, guys? I can turn it up a little bit more. I don't want to be too loud. All right, that should be good. I'm into the yellow. So, all right. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met. Good morning, dude. And are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, because I sure am excited. A little nervous, okay? Okay, a lot nervous. Isn't that name great? What's the... It's just that. This morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Oh my god, she's crying, guys. Oh no. Sander Senpai. Hey, Lennon. How are you? So, a fun fact, I thought I was going to be late because I had to wrestle a cow? What? Well, don't leave us hanging. What's the rest of that story? Classic Miriam, raised by MasterChef parents. She's always held herself to a very high standards. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you've rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're gonna do great. That's totally Kyle. But with University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, famous 3-day only semesters. What? I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. What? 3-day only? Cow tipping. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Man, I am Miriam. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? What do you guys think? They're working for KFC, right? I guess you're right. 3-day training, go fry some chicken. You got this. Bullfighting, it's like cow UFC. Oh boy. Real Enigma, hello, how are you? I'm excited to see you today. Blinded by silence, this game is... Mwah. It's nice to see you guys. All of you guys were streaming earlier today. It's so fun that you came in. I appreciate it. I imagine you're twitched out after streaming, but I appreciate you stopping by. Please let me be working for KFC. Is she going for the Colonel as well? Well, we're about to pep talk her, because no one said anything. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. Oh boy. I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet. And she told you that you were destined for great things. How do you like my totally Kyle voice? I feel like I've gotten a little bit dopey on that one. Been a long one. Won't be around long. I totally understand, and I appreciate you stopping by. You're wonderful. I played this game while eating Wendy's. Oof! Got him. 10 out of 10 voice acting. Hell yeah. Jen and everyone. Hello, Royal Crablet. I'm so excited to see you. Welcome in. Remember that card with the fancy looking tower and that other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I can call my own. How did we get here? Miriam, we've got things to discuss. I'm sure you will soon. In no time we'll be graduating. In no time we'll be graduating, and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. We did it, guys. We didn't fail the game. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. That is the message of someone who has small bangs, and I love it. Yet. We didn't fail yet. True, true, true. Can you believe I cut myself? George Redeemed saved the game. How do we do that? What's this? Is this saving? Resume, load, settings. Settings? I can turn the game up or down. How do I do it? Maybe it's not yet. Oh, I got wrecked. Well, you can give your points back. I don't know if you can do it, but if another mod is looking at the mod view, they can give you your points back. What are you drinking? I am so glad you asked, because we've got Coke from Panda Express, and we've got strawberry lemonade, and we've got plain water, and the most important drink of them all, because we're celebrating today. We got 50 subs last game, and here we are with our wine, ready to celebrate and win over the Colonel. That ASMR sound of pouring drink. Yes, I realize I'm pouring this very heavy-handed, but I love this wine. So, are we ready? All right. Jen, wait. No stopping now, Nathan. How do I give Logan his points back? Well, you already got it? All right. Cool beans. You can definitely believe it. All right. Ready for some liquid courage and some Colonel Sanders senpaiing? I don't know if that's an actual term, but here we are. I cannot believe it. I can't imagine this is really good. It tastes like, Capri Sun. If you've had that. It's so good. Before you get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. It's Ashley and that spelling of her name, guys. Your arch rival. Hi, Janice. Hey, Soundscape. How are you? Nice to see you. Welcome in. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. Whoa, this bitch. What are you playing? Well, I do love her tights. It's Ashley. Make sure you get it right. Accurate. Unless you're giving me a hint into the future that I may have to spell her name, in which case we will lose the game at that point. The tights. Oh, I see. We're simping over those thigh-high tights. I see. You leave dudes' shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins. Ugh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add the extra letters in there to make herself feel better than everyone. No, she's evil. Got it. We don't simp on evil. If anyone here knows, if anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. Literally middle school arguments. We're not gonna let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight, you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rockin' glutes. Perfect shins? I hate nothing. I hate nothing like heart-shaped boob windows. Simp, full throttle. Let's do this. They're really arguing about their shins? Yeah. Ahem. Van. You rang. I love him. Oh my. What the fuck? No. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. Look at his hair, it's a star. That pump. Gonna get snacks? Okay, you enjoy. Well, tell us what you're bringing back, actually. Have a good lurk. That pose. Can't, like, do it. Now that's a real man. Sour Patch Kids? Hell yes. Delicious. I can't believe that University of Cookie School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think they'd hand us our diplomas now. or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs would learn a lot from us. I just imagine this being like training at KFC. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. Psh, see you looter lasers. Come on, Jen. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. He pooped. His name is Pop?
Oopsie. I think it's broken.
You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick.
I love you.
I think you mean thank you.
My name's Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old.
Oh my god. Why are you giving him a name? Could anyone like this also be a student at the school? He must be the one heck of a chef. Also, his name clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi, Pop. I'm Dude. So, are you gonna make me hold this door all day?
Nope.
And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. So guys, I just want you to know that my friend Max Slasher is in here, and he's a voice actor, and I'm probably just fucking it all up. Everyone gets a voice. I'm trying! Is it just me, or is he kind of cute? I think it's you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. Dan doesn't stream. Your lying nickname because I saw you streaming earlier today. How are you? Welcome in. Why did he suddenly become possessed? And you followed me. Well, I wanted to because you were providing good content, friend. I'm happy to see you. How are you doing today? You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium at the front of class. Adorable! All that matters is that I'm the principal. Sorry. It's my favorite line from My Hero Academia ever. The whole show. Now, quiet down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCS AL. Please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever! I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom.
I'm chilly. Someone close the window.
And then, he walks in. A teacher named Sprinkles? Hell yeah. Guys, it's the Colonel. It's the man. I can't even. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him! If it isn't my favorite student, Harold. Harold? Harold? Is that his name? Is that like Colonel Sanders? Like, is that his name? Damn, he's hot! Scryer with the fish. OMG. That is an amazing goatee. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog. Before he can even finish his sentence. Makes melting sounds? Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, but you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats a lot. Maybe we should open that window back up before faucet bits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Got him. Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. You two both know my name? Oh, this is not her. You two both know my name, but we were in the same kindergarten class. And what's with all your weird insults? Besides, when dude sweats, it's not gross. It's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. Miriam is me. Besides, oh, you take a moment to clean yourself up. Okay. It's a good thing you didn't forget about the deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot. Probably because Colonel Sanders is in here. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There will maybe even be adorable, tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and complete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Oh boy, what's this guy's voice? Hold on. I don't know. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss quiet. Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man, and you're sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my third year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Aww. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clark made it in here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. Look at that, he has tears in his eyes. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. What? His name's Clank. The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Now that's a professor. Oh my goodness. What the fuck is even happening? Jackie-chan, that's why we're here. To find out what is happening. Why is everyone's face so fucked in the game? They look fine! I don't think their face is fucked. We are witnessing the birth of a legend. The Colonel rises. Plot twist. This is a prequel to KFC. Will the 11 herbs and spices be revealed? Jackie-chan, we gotta stay and find out. Why does it feels bad, man? About the kid about to get expelled? I feel that way too. Hey, Tiny Wheels, I have those. Ah, Nathan. Had to switch to a PS4. What did I miss? A lot, it seems. Not really. We confronted our bully outside, and we are now just entering class. So, not that much. This is our teacher. Easy enough. All right. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I've picked up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkle's reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket. But what kind? Oh boy. Can we save? Is there a save button? Oh boy. I'm still trying to unlock the save. No one remembers him. I know. I remember. Beef treat, rubber ball, or a chicken snack. What are we giving him, guys? What does the doggy want? Where's Torrance? She's got 5 dogs. There's no pocket bacon option. I'm sad. I guess that'd be a beef treat. Even though bacon is pork. I know, I'm just saying. Chicken snack? Alright. Obviously, got it. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite! Good job, Jackie-chan. Well. I think there might be some competition for our new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seat and prepare to have your minds opened to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Miriam. Hey, dude, there's still a seat here. Seems like no one has, Colonel Sanders. Seems like no one has claimed the seat next to me, if you're interested. Well, guys, this could be it. Do we play hard to get? Or do we just go in? What is our moves? Sensei drooled on me. I, too, carry a range of dog treats on my person at all times. Murdoch, it's just the way it is. What the fuck, Colonel Sanders? He's hot! Friendship or true love? Love. True love. Not too hard to get, though. True. What to choose? 2 good options, but which will you choose? Sanders. All right, all caps. We got it. You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Choose Hottie Make a Hot Pants. You got it. Thanks for offering me this seat. I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can do is the best you can. Do all you can and do it the best you can. It's the only way you can ever get that feeling of accomplishing something. Look at him in a Shakespearean pose. That's so inspiring. A little bit off topic if you ask me, but okay. The muscles. Sanders got some guns on him. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast. It's time for a pop quiz. Yay!
A quiz about me.
This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. Oh no. Oh no! If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? This is like... What? This is like, My voices, you love them. Yay. Are they really giving us a math word problem? No. It's extremely. That's right. Forest is to tree, as chicken is to feather. Night vision goggles. A slam dunk. That's right. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A comically oversized fork, a meat tenderizer, or a spork? Well, if we're going to talk about KFC, it is probably night vision goggles. A spork. That's right. What food is best for a broken heart? Anything, as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. Camel meat, a pancake that looks like a silly face. I mean, that one, but I feel like it may be the first one. Camel, not camel. That's right. Is Sprinkles a good boy? Yes, no, or he's a talking dog that teaches at culinary school. He is the best boy. He is best boy. Goodest boy, middle one. Got it. That's right. Your total score is 5 out of 5. We're perfect. Wow. Be honest. Did you cheat? You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. We're getting in those pants. Well, apron, I guess. I know we just met, but I have to confess, I think you have a beautiful brain. Did you see the little flowers that went up around him? Hot diggity, dude! You just scored some major Colonel points with that performance. I know it said Colonel Sanders points, but I skipped Sanders in my brain and just said Colonel points. So that's what it is now. Them deep wrinkles. You passed. Jesus. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch. Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as of a restaurant you've ever seen. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Damn it.
Is it about lunch?
That wasn't it. No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was... Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, I was... It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But I... Shh! Oh, I'm sad.
Lunch, lunch, lunch.
She said shh. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. Is it mashed potato bowls? That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy, golden finish. The aroma envelopes you, and you begin to... I know it says envelops. I just said envelopes. And now we're being sent off in the mail. So, you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble, as if to say, Stop thinking and start eating. For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. But my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. Ah, Jackie Chan, we're not gonna get the 11 herbs and spices. Oh, Van Van. Wait, no. Van Van is him. Right? What, you think you want your stupid secret? You think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw! Nah, my dude. Nah. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is, poison. Got him. Oh my god. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, I just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only my hands of true gentlemen would fry chicken so tender. You can see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. Nope, not all right, Ashley. Nope. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van Van, the man, if you don't want any, I'll take his. Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite, and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. All right, guys. Are we KFC fried chicken people or are we Popeyes fried chicken people? We need to know the answers. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try and identify every flavor. Savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart, or swim towards the light. The Bearded Blake Show, thank you so much for that sub. Oh my goodness. Excited to have you. Thank you. I don't know if my Capagen exploded like it should have. Rude. I'm probably going to have to re-add that. Sorry, but thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm going to put some hearts in the chat for you. I appreciate you doing that. Super sweet. Thank you so much. You're wonderful. And how are you today, by the way? So we've got one for Popeyes and one for KFC. Oh, two for KFC. Okay. Oh, 3 for KFC, 2 for Popeyes. Oh my. Popeyes makes me want to die. That's dramatic. Please tell me more. What does that mean? KFC? Okay. My goodness. However, I literally just went through the KFC drive-thru and forgot my soda. No, the worst. We had Panda Express, so that's what I'm drinking. Very tired today. Work murdered me. Just here to give a lurk. Well, I appreciate that, and friendship. I appreciate that even more. Thank you so much. It's nice to see you, and I hope you have a good rest, hang out. If you feel like watching, we're dating Colonel Sanders eventually. Not right now. Right now, we're floating into space. Oh my goodness. Dat Boy, thank you so much for gifting that sub. I appreciate it. And how are you doing? Oh, that is so cool. It says Dat Boy is paying forward the gift they got from Nathan on Wheels to Nerdy and Outdoorsy. I didn't know that Twitch did that. That's super cool. That's so cool. Thank you for doing that. You're wonderful. However, Jen, did you talk about the new emote? No, I didn't, guys. We got the 5th emote. It's the PogChamp emote. Let me put it in. Hold on. Go. Yay. Thanks for paying forward that sub. Yeah, that's so cool. I didn't know you could do that. Also, Dat Boy, welcome in. It's nice to see you. How are you doing? Okay. So, focus our mind and meditate trying to identify the flavors. Or are we savoring the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' heart? Or are we swimming towards the light? Nerdy and outdoorsy, hello! How are you doing? Welcome in. Savor the moment. Okay. Let's savor the moment. Or the first. And, okay, we got 2 for the middle, 1 for the first. I feel like if we try to identify all the flavors, it's going to say, like, it's unexplainable. You just have to try it yourself. And here's the locations near you. Let's savor the moment and try to get in to Mr. Sanders' heart. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy. Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man, for a flavor, are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach Colonel Sanders. Why don't we have one option? Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. But if there was already silence... No, JK. That is right. Better chance of getting to those spices if we have his heart first. Hey, Soraya's on the right track. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Oh, that's not my voice. Sorry, I'm Kyle from Totally Kyle. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? How bold of you to come out and ask. It's an idea I had. Yes, look at his staff. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me and my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester has only just started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. And fall in love. He clearly is not going to give up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? I almost said colonel. Shouldn't learning be fun? You've got moxie. I'd give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to you to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, and you can't tell. I use blank square. Guys, which one? What do we think this is? Salt? It's something my great-grandmother taught me. So that's what Nirvana feels like. Jackie Chan. Popeyes makes you super fatigued and sleepy. Okay. Fair, but also it's delicious. The chicken stuff. Blessed by the grain giver and the egg warmer in the giant coop in the sky. Jackie. Blank square! Wow! You'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. I think someone actually, outed the recipe. I think you can find it on Pinterest. Host incoming from Ben. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And welcome in. It's nice to see you. How was geo-guessing? While you're wrapped up in the huge revelation, you notice Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. This song. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. MSG, also cocaine. Fair. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. You sound like you have big plans. I dare say, the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world, you can bet on that. Alone together for the first time. You figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Okay. Neg him to show your own strength. Wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Nope, I don't think that's it. Be modest but thoughtful. Yeah. Yeah. Bottom one. Cool. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, dude. I'm sure you'll be a big success. Soul, how are you? How are you today? I'm doing well. How are you doing? It's nice to see you in. I appreciate you coming by. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. Did you hear that, guys? I think we're in. I think this is it. Look at this kitchen. It is culinary school. Soul, what are you guys drinking on this celebratory day? I also forgot to say we were celebrating in my title for the stream. But I'll fix it on break. What time is it? How long have we been streaming for? I don't even know. Oh, we've been streaming for an hour. Okay, it's time for like a 2-minute bio break. Be right back, guys. Right back. 2 seconds. Well, maybe like 2 minutes, like I literally just said. But 2 seconds. We're back, guys. Hello. Welcome in. Hello. So. Turn the game volume up because it hasn't been very loud. Okay, cool. Let me see. Where am I at? My voice is good compared to the game, I think. Can you guys hear this peaceful ass music playing? Just making sure. Also, dude was the perfect name for this. I agree. Thank you, Holly, if you are still here. Oh my goodness. All right, I asked you guys what you were drinking. Let's see. We've got chocolate milk. Soraya, that sounds so good. Chug, chug, chug. No. Just kidding, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, but I did most of that. So, Jan, how are you? Welcome in, Nip. Nice to see you. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you as well. Mama need vodka. Same. But also, we're here celebrating 50 subs. So I have some wine. Soul, have I missed the stream? Nope, nope, nope. I'm here just hanging out. We're about to get back in. Thank you so much, Mama. What do you want to go by? Do you want to go by Mama or vodka? Whatever you would like. You can hear it really well. Perfect. Perfect. All right, you finished your sweet tea. Royal Crablet, we need more drinks in you. Let's go. Okay, guys, we stepped into a massive cooking arena. Everyone calls me Mama. You can call me what you like, hun. I'll call you Mom. Hey, Mom. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in, too. All right. Where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they will need. And Gordon Ramsay and the other two. One of them's name is Graham from MasterChef. This is just what it's reminding me of. I don't know. Anyway. Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no. We have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? Oh my god, this is me. You're not gonna blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're gonna earn with your signature, adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Is he okay? Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is. Me and you, if that wasn't clear. Me flirting with anybody. Squizzy, hello! How are you doing today? Aw, BFF has been kicked to the curb. Look at her! She's standing there like... but her arms are still out. Like, I could still make a decision. Want to be my partner? Aww. Sure, dude. I'll prepare our station. The BFF always gets the curb. I know. True love over BFF every time. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Hello. Sorry. Hello, new partner. Beep boop. Bzz. Oh my, two potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. Oh, she's crying. It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? You're doing well. How's your stream been? Sorry you couldn't have joined earlier. Don't apologize. I appreciate you coming in anyway. It's nice to see you. I hope your day is going well. Pick Pop? Okay, we're picking Pop. What game is this? So it is a dating simulation game for Colonel Sanders from KFC. It's free to play on Twitch. Sorry, on Steam. And so I just am. All right, Pop. Sorry, Clank, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Pop today. Oh my god, we made a robot cry! Aww. Only doing little Mr. Destructoid in the chat. We're awful. Pop gives a big smile as he steps up to the same station as Miriam. I'm a chef. He holds up a banana and without peeling it, proudly eats the entire thing. OMG, you were such a delight. So glad I found you. What? Thanks, Mama. You're so sweet. I appreciate that. No, you, though. That's what you're getting back. It's disconcerting, but Miriam is too kind to act grossed out. I love your enthusiasm, Pop. She looks at you like, really? This kid? But it's too late to change your choices now. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two. For today's lesson, we're gonna keep it simple. Pick a basic— oh, sorry! Voice wrong! Alright, you two. For today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Lurk. Thank you for lurking, Cannonball. I appreciate you being here, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this dating simulator. Way to do your bestie dirty. I know. Too many voices to track. I know. They're going to start melding into one, so my bad. Which dish do you suggest to your partner? Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy, and you don't even need to cook it. Sorry, I just read the last one. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. If this isn't a leading question, I don't know. Okay, I'm actually here now. Well, welcome in, Broccoli. Excited to see you. How are you doing? Hope you had a good day. All right. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes. And gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. I'm burping a lot because of this wine. So we'll drink more. All right. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business, and you'd better keep your fingers off my man. I'm sorry. Listen here. Did someone call for me? Ugh, no. Jeez, Van Van. While I'm over here crushing dudes' dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Oh my gosh, Van Van's crying. Why is everyone crying? Royal Crablet, warm, inviting, and comforting, like your arms. You're pretty good. Hopefully today's stream was the last before affiliate. Well, hell yeah, Broccoli. I'm excited. I hope you get that email next stream. Buddy's finger looking good. Perfect voice for Ashley. Yes, got him. What is happening? Holy shit. Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley, Van Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looks like dude was struggling, so we offered to give him a hand. And you know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Haha, doubt it. So question, is this like Arby's? Because, no, I was thinking like maybe they were different fast food chains, but just because I saw the star. Wait, no, that's, what one has the star? I think that's Carl's Jr., right? I don't know, whatever. The music, battle time? Oh yeah. Don't be rude, Van Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever that Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But, Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that positioned itself in your station. He's Church's chicken? Oh. Who's Ashley? Are you Popeyes? Don't you feel, deep down, that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense. but one thing is clear: she's coming for you. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. I was gonna say she's coming for your man. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks in your time of need. Turn to Miriam, your forever bestie who always has your back. Guys, who will save us in this battle? The music. This is the end. We may lose. Can I save the game yet? I cannot. Fuck. What do we do? Best friends or man? What if we turn to him and he says, Ashley? I'm so nervous. I need a drink. To calm my nerves. Or something. Go for it. Alright. Come on, Colonel Sanders. I'm here to learn and express myself. Sorry. I'm here to learn and express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me. Isn't that right? I thought he was going to say no, and the music was going to stop. A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Dude as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Dude's natural talent or their loyalty. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. Business agreements and contracts, so romantic, I know. Oh snap. Very honored, much respectful. You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed and boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Yeah! Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be proud. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. Uh-oh. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensils into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. Sporkful. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van, do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, dude. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands.
Can I have potato space?
Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. mashed potatoes with gravy, pathetic. In just a few minutes, I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus in a silky saltwater sauce, plated on a battle axe, forged by my supreme chef ancestors. Wow. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't. Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late. It's been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him! Look at his ghost costume! This is so weird. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. What are you guys saying here? Take that, skank sleep. Ooh, got him. This game is fucking crazy. Yes, it is. It's incredible. Sounds of eyes tearing up. Dear KFC, where is my spork? No, not student. This game is no chill. Jesus H. Christ. Student had it coming. Hey, Gregzilla, how are you doing? It's nice to see you. We're drinking some wine tonight. I hope you guys have all joined in. I'm trying to slow down my words because when Pond came in here and said chug, I did, and it's hitting me now. So here we go. All right, it killed him. Everyone step back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up into Pop's mouth. Ah! Pop winces in pain for just a moment and then almost immediately back to his oblivious self.
Oopsie. Tastes like poison.
The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. Because that makes sense. Oh my goodness. I just donate a plasma so you can't alcohol right now. Fair enough. But next time. Pop, no. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Ghost of student. Oh my god. This is a mess. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all of his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. Okay, but student isn't like that annoying. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. That was a trip. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Bow chicka bow wow. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know. I can't even do the voice anymore. They're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Focus, Jen. I'm sorry. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, dude. There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there! There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And ever since that day, I have been working hard for that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also, lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls may grant them with wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no! You, shut up! I'm the one here saying inspirational stuff to be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me! I'm the hero. The Spork Monster is here to fight. What? What? The Spork Monster that looks like the toy from Toy Story 4. The Spork Monster is here to fight you. Van. I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I am letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid! Be very afraid of me because I'm a monster, see? Is he rhyming on purpose or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. What? What will you do? Oh my god. Kick this Toy Story 4 reject's ass! Wait, what? Did we all do LSD or something? Well, now we're attacking him. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. It just got real. This attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Oh god. What do we do? We fighting again? Or we? I don't know what we're doing. Oh my god. If we did, someone should have warned me. Gotta let them know when I'm doing drugs, man. 1 damage. Alright, attack. You decide to go on the attack. It worked last time, right? Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster won't forget this. Spork Monster is really threatened by your attack. Spork Monster focus. Their mashed mind draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Pokemon battle. Dude. Attack! Again! You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. At this rate, the semester will probably be over before this fight is. Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble. They go on the attack once again. Spork. 2 damage. Spork Monster uses Utilitensile. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Ooh. We're going to attack again. You decide to go on the attack. Again! Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster is oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the Quid. I wonder who's going to have to clean this up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for his ultimate attack. Rounded edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here with his staff. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Pot Pie Power Pinch! Pot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam to the night. Oh my. Spare the beast or finish him. Are we gonna murder? Colonel, thank the great chicken. Finish him. Kill him. No student will ever walk the quad in fear again. This monster messed with the wrong chef. Attack! You're ready for your final attack. will never survive my student debt loan destruction! Does 10 damage. True. Spork monster is completely vaporized. What is this, anime or what? I know. Colonel Sanders looks on in awe. No mercy. It's one of the angels. Summon the EVA units. Hey, Red Panda. You continue to surprise me, dude. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it is so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name on it was signed out as Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Wait! Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. No, did we lose? Oh, ha! I got nervous. Because we lost at the very beginning, I've been nervous since we started. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. And you faint into the Colonel's arms? No. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dreams, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. True. Accurate. Oh my goodness. Even Dead the student was in the back. I'm dying. Rip. You awake on day 2. Oh my gosh, it's only been 1 day. What? What a trip. All right. So, you awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. It's been 1 day. This game is so sweet. Sure. Welcome back, Tummy. See you next stream. Well, thank you so much for hanging out. Soul, you are wonderful, and I hope you have a great rest of your night. Such a great, wholesome moments. Yeah, this is really cute, but also, what the fuck is even happening? You could have also called the late student because he was late to class, but also because he's dead. True. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of school. Before you can tell her about your encounter with the Spork monster, she launches into her own story. Student, you will not be forgotten. Oh, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might like Pop. Like him? Like? Okay, I'm back. What's going on? Broccoli. You just missed a turn-based fight with a Spork monster. And I'm not joking. I know, it sounds like I'm moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. But not only that, he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders enlisted in the army when he was only 3? Not only that, he also founded, this is like an advertisement. Anyway, sorry. Not only that, but he founded a special unit of super soldiers who all wear the same hats because he put a hat on them one at a time and thought it looked cool. But Colonel Sanders doesn't even wear a hat. He wears a ribbon tie. Either way, oh, this is not her talking anymore. This is me. Either way, maybe it's best if you took it slow with the new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning? You're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Okay, backhanded compliment, Miriam. Anyway, laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. Thank you, game. What is this? What? Wait, was this game massively updated? Who the fuck is she? This is our best friend. She's right at the very beginning. That's Miriam, dude. It's like Sporky from Toy Story 4, banged a beholder. It was dope. True. I agree. You're back. Did we fail? We haven't failed yet. Welcome back, Nathan. It's nice to see you back. Oh, I thought this was Doki Doki. I'm a dumbass. I was like, what? No. We're playing I Love You, Colonel Sanders. We're here trying to, you know, get that fried chicken. Dog. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes lighten up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. 8-Bit Mermaid redeemed Give Me Candy. Thank you. Alright, what flavor of Warhead are we having? We've got green apple. Nice. Thank you. I can't open these. I still can't open it. This is dramatic. Please. Jen, in a little bit, I'm about to do something so mean to you. What are you about to do? I can't open it. It's stuck. Help. Oh, Nathan, I can already tell you what you're going to do. You're going to take off my glasses so that I have to read really closely. I got it. It's coming. It's coming. I did it. Get off the paper. Oh, God. What a mess. Ow. Apple is gross. And sour. Thanks, 8-Bit Mermaid. I hate it. All that effort wasted. Jen has defeated the candy wrapper. Gross. Thank you for the candy. I defeated the candy. I also swallowed it whole. I did that last time too, just because I'm reading. Maybe I have a problem. Okay. Oops, better flavor next time. Yep, hopefully. Whew, those are gross. Well, not all of them. I love the black cherry ones. Alright. More wine. Let's do this. Let's see. Alright, so nice. It all fits. All right. Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. I love how this game is driving you to drink. Why bother with the glass? Just stick from the bottle. I don't know. Maybe that would just look bad. Not the fact that me drinking an entire bottle of wine looks bad. This can't be good. is falling. You don't do that. Don't fall. Rude. Okay. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. That man gave me some to show me what he meant. Wait a minute. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch, you know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about the new spice. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know one ingredient, so I doubt it'll be much use to anyone. Can we save the game yet? No. I told you it was cocaine. Cough, fibber, cough. Please, 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 it would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or Colonel Sanders. Why not straight from the bottle? Gotta look classy on camera. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? We're protecting the secret. Because Miriam is clearly not our best friend. Because we've thrown her to the side for guys. And that's not how you do your best friends like that. Make up a fake ingredient. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, maybe how about... It was Eye of Newt. I know, sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt? Wow! Her eyes light up, imagining such a thing, and you can figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does the same thumb-typing thing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she's definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. Why was he on a horse? Run to him or stand back and admire his majestic glory. This is a mess. He is really on a horse. What the actual fuck? Because it's majestic. Absolutely. So do we watch or do we run to him? I don't know, actually. I feel like both of these could be met with negativity. Negative follow-up. We're gonna run to him. Because last night, man. He's now your white knight. Don't use big words with me. You decide that the best way to show Miriam how serious you and Colonel Sanders are would be to run to him. Surely he'll sweep you up onto the back of his stallion and you'll ride away together. That'll show her good. Oh no. Oh, Colonel, my Colonel. However, your sudden movement surprised the horse and it rears up, kicking you directly in the face. Ugh, jeez. The force of the blow completely knocks you out cold. In the darkness, you see a vision. Oh, dude, I'm here to deliver you a message. Not this guy. It's important that you remember this exactly as I say it. If you forget, the world could end, so you know it's serious. I've been trapped in a realm beyond, but a great prophecy relies on my return. What is this game? Only you can save me. All you need to do is repeat my name 3 times. And that name is... But before he can continue, you're suddenly awake. Oh, jeez. This poor kid. It's student's revenge. Oh, jeez. and find Colonel Sanders tending to you. He roused you back to life with a satchel of secret spices, or is that just his natural seasoned musk? It's one of these option suicide. Oh, Nathan. Compliment the craftsmanship of his horse's shoes, or lean in for a kiss. Guys, the fate of the universe is at stake here. It isn't funny. You're right. You're right. Late student is not just going to catch a break. I know. Are we kissing him? Are we trying this? Are we doing this? Are we doing this? Yes? Okay. Compliment the horse. Oh no, we have 1 for 1. We have 1 for 1. The boy! Kiss the colonel 2 for 1. Kiss. Okay, waiting for a kiss. We're doing it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You've known him for a day. Are you sure? I guess you must be. You put your arms around Colonel Sanders' neck and pull him in for a kiss. But he turns his face. You awkwardly kiss his ear, and you feel him shudder. Too soon. You clearly mistook his compassion for love. Rips in chat. We're gonna need some F's in chat. Rip and F and just failed. Rip. Not like this is. Rip. Oh man. That was sad. We tried. Your soul crawls inside of itself and you instantly die of embarrassment. Game over! Maeve Mania, hello! I died trying to kiss the colonel. Oh, if we try again, does it go to the beginning? If it goes to the beginning, I'm gonna move on to a different game and we'll play this another day. But if it, like, backs up and then we can keep going, we'll keep playing. Try again. Moment of truth. Told you compliment the horse. Sorry, Jackie. I'm sorry. I needed to know. You wake up on day 2 and attempt the process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or okay, we can continue day 2, right? That wasn't too far in. He came up, our besties here, we told her not the secret. Like him, yes, we like him, but Pop is gross and we want Colonel Sanders and we're trying to get there. He wears a hat, trivia, blah, 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 laughing at the implication that we're not meant to be together. Rude. Miriam is actually kind of rude. And here we are, ready for selection number 1. Please. This position that she holds is kind of adorable. So I filled my suitcase and brought them home. She was talking about cocaine. All right. Cough, cough. Perfect. All right. Make up a fake ingredient. Perfect. Continuing. Eye of Newt. Okay. Miriam fucked off. Ooh, now we can... What do we want to do? Do we want to get kicked again? And then continue that story? Or do we want to stand back and admire his majestic glory? So this is our chance to change our future. Just in time for a game over. And Maeve, we luckily didn't get a game over completely because we've been playing for like an hour. And I'm starting to yell because I'm drinking. Video goth, shuffling through chat in fuzzy slippers. Squeak, squeak, squeak. I'm hiccuping. Majestic glory. All right. Lurk, have a good lurk, Pond. I appreciate you being here. You are a wonderful human. Thank you so much for being here. Wonderful slippers, video goth. I'm excited to see you, even if you're in your fuzzy pajamas. Welcome in. We're getting our drink on, celebrating 50 subs. And we're gonna stand back and watch Colonel Sanders in his majestic glory. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. She's cute. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. Then he slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry. He knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful butte you have. I mean, what a horseful butte you have. Dang it, that's what I just said. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, dude just gets really nervous around people they like. What? That's not helping. I mean, they've got food poisoning and we're up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. Nature Tool, how are you doing? Welcome in. I'm glad to see you. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van, doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Is that it, Pon? Oh. Miriam, you're the worst BFF. Jeez, I know. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a daemon bad. You try and get a peek over Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Alright, tell them to stop acting immature or act like you're not interested in them, but really try to get a closer look. Are we gonna get into a fight? Something bad. Van the man. Fight. Alright, tell them to stop acting immature. You immediately dress the rivals down for their immature behavior. Culinary school is to be respected. This kind of nonsense is a waste of everyone's time. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you know what a good meal if it ate you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what it is they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with Spork Monster. That's the same book I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him if he tries to catch them in his mouth.
We're playing.
Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Oh my, this is why we can't have nice things. Skanksley and Dum-Dum. Get 'em, Royal. Beep, beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Bzz, womp. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a sand mixer. Womp womp. No, your mother was a sand mixer. Worms. Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourself. Save it for the arena, at least. Or don't, honestly. What do I care? I've got a lofty career aspirations to focus on.
Maybe I can help you with your business plan.
Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog, just in case we forgot, I guess. Okay. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. Thank you so much, Dick Planet, for those 500 bits. I love both and hate that this game was made. Hey, Jen.
I
You
both love and hate that this game was made. Hey, Jen.
Exactly. Hello. Excited to see you. How are you doing today? Chasing a car, but I'm here now and I hope we're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly, he loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of our favorite fowl, the chicken. If you want to pay attention to the lesson, truly you do, which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you missed most of the important parts. When you come to, Sparkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, dude, naturally, this appears to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? A glass of water, a shimmering pepper, or a dog biscuit? Guys, what do we want to get? I'm thinking a shimmering pepper. Shimmering pepper. Brandon, how are you? You made it. Yes, you did. Hello. All right, we're going to sample a shimmering pepper. How are you doing today, Brandon? A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper was triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. You're good? You've been grinding Final Fantasy all day? Which one are you playing? The online one? Or I guess there's more than one online one. 14? My friend. Ooh. This guy again. I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... cough, cough. I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... cough, cough. Sorry, I think I've got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine. I'll work through cough to fulfill the prophecy. Cough, cough. You must. You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Poor student. Aw, man. I'm so silly. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I better pay attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via time-competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Demand they stop wasting everyone's time or step up and tell them you're on. How are you tonight? I'm good. Thank you so much for asking, Nature. How are you tonight? I am attempting to date Colonel Sanders, so I think I'm winning. We're going to tell him you're on. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, so be it. This game seems wild. It is. We fought a mashed potato monster with sporks sticking out of it. It's a mess. It's crazy. I'm not the fool. You're the fool. Fool. Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, dude. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkles steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to the madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense, you breathe a sigh of relief. At least, not until we turn on the timer. Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face, reading timer ready. This is what I'm talking about. Aroo! I stand corrected. This music, though. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that is an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope it's a message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now it's my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. Oh, battle music. Sprinkles for President 2024. You had his chicken and made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for those potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. What temperature does water boil at? Well, it's none of these. That is wrong. Okay. What are you thinking, dude? Get your head in the game. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know how Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs are in the spices? 11? That's right, you might not know all of the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. It's 100 Celsius. Oh, okay. Now that you've got some steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Gratitude? That's right, okay. You must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You'd better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never to forget where you came from. Every day, you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now would be a great time to harness that energy. So where does it come from? The shoulder of Orion, small town where dreams are born. That's right. This is your shot, and you're not going to miss it. Aroo! You tried to shut the noise off in the arena to focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling? That's wrong. Fuck! Don't make me get the spray bottle. Next question. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, dude. He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonfuls of gravy would it take to fill a traditional victory? What? What were you thinking? Get your mind back into the competition. Grr. You're standing on a deserted island with only one desert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk! I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. Sorry, I forgot the question. What does that do with the crafting spectacular fried chicken and wait, what does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicately based biscuits? Woof, woof. You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into the stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but dude does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear someone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's over-mixed. Dude, no! But you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. What? Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Ugh, sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Aw, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Dude's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you've prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'd find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I'm going to ask Dude to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer into delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me a strong, steady hand? Oh, no! No! We're losing him! No! Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce over the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you find a delicate fried cheese croquette, a slice of honeycomb, ice cream, 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. I'm mad. Did I come back to? I don't even know, Pond. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed, as he dips his finger into the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, isn't Ashley?
Oh, you.
As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Put yourself between Colonel Sanders and Ashley. Yeah! You reach out with your apron to wipe the sauce off of his face. Colonel Sanders recoils and brushes you back. No! Dude, why? I should have internalized. I didn't. Hey, Vince, welcome back. This goatee isn't just a fashion statement. It's also functional. I was saving that flavor for later. Ew, really gross. Game over! Ah! Try again. Where does this take us? Where does it take us? Where does it take us? Oh, back at the competition. Tell him you're on. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Count me in. I have to wipe the tables. Let's fucking go, dudes. Give me those questions. Aroo! Stand corrected. Yep, you do. Let's answer these questions. Like a diamond formed under pressure. Alright, it's so hard. We got this. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs out, blah, blah, blah. It's this one. That's right. Let's go. Winner. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices did he use? 11. That's right. You might not know all the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind? Okay, trust. That's wrong. Fuck! No, I'm gonna start thinking about Colonel Sanders now! Small town where dreams are born. That's right. We got this. Aroo! You try to shut off the noise in the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Bubbling. That's wrong. It's silence. What the hell? Next question. Oh, because they're eating so they can't talk. That makes sense. Okay. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, dude. He's actually cleaning. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you're doing. Now you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonfuls of gravy? That one. I don't know. This one? What are you thinking? Get your mind out of the gutter. You're standing on a desert island with one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk. I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. Oh, they're all wrong. Woof woof. You're really struggling to keep up at the next station action. There's plating elements. Okay, so now we're gonna crush our hand. We tried. I thought I could get him. Okay, crush hand. Got it. Shakes his head in shame. That means we have to go over Ashley's food again. I don't want to. Alright, I was close to finishing my dish. Alright, give me the food. Colonel Sanders with shit on his face. Yeah, it looks fucking wonderful. Alright, we're internalizing our rage. Your rage burns so intensely with your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash. They fall off of your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of your semester, perhaps forever. You have dishonored your family, dude! Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy, fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. Ah, man. We have no eyebrows. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. He won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. Dishonor on your chicken. Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your chicken. Man, you try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Sorry. I'm fine. Can't you leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I will never be a master chef. Failure is part of life. Just not for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you, enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Gross. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. Oh, Colonel Sanders. Oh, Colonel Sanders. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. Inspirational string quartet. We got this. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. This turned so quickly, I know. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. What? I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then, and I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money could deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. A new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds.
Yay!
Oh my gosh, getting whiplash from sudden changes in direction. I know. What? I know. Colonel Sanders, man of mystery. Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle-scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the spork monster! Gorko, the spork monster, is here to fight. Is anyone else feeling a bit of deja vu? I'm sorry, Gorko, but I could have sworn we've already battled you last night. That was Borko, my twin. I, Gorko, am here to avenge them. Are you stronger than Borko? Well, we're twins, so no, really, we're pretty much exactly equal in every way. Why do you ask? Colonel Sanders smirks. He's already on the same page as you. It's just that we beat Borko pretty easily, so I don't think you have much of a chance. Not to mention, I feel really guilty about that. If I could take it back, I would. Look at him, he looks so... I think what Dude is saying is, can't we just be friends? Life is too short for making enemies. I suppose we don't really need to fight? Is that just, I've got all these pointy teeth and claws? All the better for enjoying tasty foods. Surely you'd like to eat, don't we all? Of course I do! Inspiration strikes and you come up with a quick idea. Tromp on me. You toss a biscuit into Gorko's open mouth and he devours it in one gulp. So this is not just strange because I'm high, right? Not at all. Nope, Nathan, this is just strange. Delicious. You're much nicer than the evil students who once upon a time turned me into this creature who stand here today. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no, I was a chihuahua. But I was still a student at this school until one day some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me and I was forever transformed. A magic spellbook? Precisely. Borko used to have a copy, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. Look at all of the little tears are crying. All of them. You're such a powerful chef. You shouldn't rely on dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and ghoul. Bastards. Oh my gosh, the Chikronomicon. If you need me, don't fear. I'll be there. I really wish you could see me right now. I'm crying from how much I'm laughing at this ridiculousness. Good! I'm so glad. I'm dying. What is this? See, I don't know. Sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Dude, together I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway so we can discuss. A personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Oh boy. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel dating sims have peaked. Mermaid, you're so right. Also, why is it that when I catch your stream there are chickens involved? Listen, does this count? Oh my gosh. This is the Book of Life and Death, the great account of the story of... Ooh. Alright. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, and never stop imagining. Ooh, got it. That's what I thought you said, but I just said ooh because I wasn't sure. Oh man. Have you been working on on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Perhope. I almost said perhope. That's not a word, Jen. Perhaps both. Even though it said both perhaps. My brain is getting pretty smooth. Oof. More to drink. Okay. Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you? Let's reveal it. You decide that you are as ready as ever to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. What do you think it is? What do you think it is? It could be mac and cheese, Oh my gosh, Melandris with that raid of a party of 13. Welcome, guys. How are you doing? And thanks, Internet. We got double rated just now. Thanks, Internet, with the party of 17. Oh my gosh. Hello, everybody. Hi. That's so many people. Melandris and thanks, Internet. Thanks for those back-to-back. Literally just one and then the other. Thank you guys so much. Welcome in, everybody. Oh my goodness. Hello. Lindus Lubsy. Hello, welcome in. Jeff Saw. Thanks, Internet. The music. Ashton Hillaby. Hello, welcome. Larkin. Hey, how are you doing? Welcome in. King Plays GG. Welcome in. Loans. 5 loans. Hello. Wait, no, that's not 5. That's 4. 4 loans. Hello. New Mermaid 101. Welcome in. Tammy Kitten. How are you doing? Wow, double raid. That's crazy. It was literally like bam, and then bam. So that's so funny you both pressed like raid at the same time. Welcome in, guys. Wind Jam. I love that save. Little emote. Oh my gosh, that's thanks, Internet. That's so cute. I love it. Ninjunkie. 4 loans. Sorry. Melandris. Hello. Thank you guys so much. Oh my goodness. Hello. So cool. Jen. Thanks, Internet. Thank you so much for that raid. Raiders OMG, welcome in. Nathan, he said, Raiders, welcome. This is Jen, aka Jen is online. Possibly. Wholesome bunch of nerds who just like to hang out with each other. Feel free to give Jen a follow if you like her vibe. Aw, well, Nathan, thanks for posting that. That's sweet. I appreciate it. Ed Brumick, hello, thank you, hello. Oh my goodness, Ninjunkie Olo. Thank you guys so much for hopping in. Princess, hello, you're back. Oh, it's Safia, hello. Welcome back. It's nice to see you. What a great game. Oh my god, it's been a trip. It has been a trip. Also, I'm half a bottle of wine in for celebrating 50 subs. I've been burping a lot, so you're welcome. And it's a good time. Oh my gosh. Yes, welcome, Raiders. So excited to see you. How's the stream? It's been going really well. We're just hanging out and doing all the fun things. Dixon's, hey, welcome in. Thank you so much for coming in. It's nice to see you. Hello again. Yes, hello again. Darkman Lost Pixel Plays. Hello, welcome. I'm trying to scroll down so I can catch up with everyone saying hi. This dating sim, OMG, it has been a trip, let me tell you. Because we fought a I almost said a mushroom. We fought a mashed potato monster. We've died 3 times now. Died. Nothing like simping for Sanders. Oh, yeah. Hi, Uwu. Hello, Blem the Bebby. How are you? Hey, Blem. Nice to see you. Larkin. Well, thank you so much for coming in. I'm so excited to see you. You're wonderful. Raid Twinsies. Yes, you guys, it was literally just, that's never happened before. Well, not like ever in the history of ever, but like you both raided at the same time and I wasn't expecting it at all. Thank you guys so much for that raid. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh, we're having so much happening. Thanks, Internet. Subscribed. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, that's so sweet. I don't know why my Kappa Gen isn't working, but I'll have it working on Sunday. Thank you so much. There would have been an explosion of emotes, but there's also probably an explosion of love in chat. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's so wonderful of you. Genuinely, thank you. And we've got so many people here. Oh my god. What is happening? King Plays GG. Thank you so much for that follow. We got a follow from Whispers23. Ed Boink. Blem the Bebby, New Mermaid, BBW for chicken. Oh, love it. I love that. But for real. Ludius Lubsy, Wind Jam, Lost Pixel Plays, Tammy Kitten. Thank you guys so much for those follows, and thank you for the bits, Junkie. You're wonderful. I appreciate that so much. And that follow. And Melandris, thank you for that follow. My god. Thank you. Wait, Jen? Jen is online? It's me. I'm online. The dish. Reveal the dish. We will in just a second. Because I'm trying to say hello. Oh my goodness. Chad is getting impatient about the mystery dish. I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay. Going down. Hello, everyone. I do genuinely appreciate that. You're wonderful. Mystery dish, let's do it. My original coleslaw! The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway. So, we had people guessing that, right? Magnificent. Together, you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. I thought that was popcorn. Coleslaw. So I actually love coleslaw, and I feel like I might be the only person in the freaking world who likes coleslaw. It's so good. So good. Like, it's genuinely delicious. And everyone hates it, and I don't know why. I love it. Anyway. We've got two who like it. I don't like coleslaw. I love you, though. That's fine. That's all right. That's fine. Coleslaw's gross. Okay, Pond. Well, let me just keep reading. Do you mind if I hold on to that last bite? I like to have it around so I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Oh boy, what's this? This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. Everyone around me loves coleslaw. I despise it. Well, I think it's great. Sorry, you're allowed to not like it. But it's delicious, so more for me. And that's fine. I'm cool with that. And then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 11, 11, 11, the safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? Yes, it can, and it is served, I think, in some places in Japan. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Alright, some pictures. An adorable little bit. Look at him. He's got a mustache. Oh my goodness. I love medium rare chicken. Ew. An adorable little baby crawls across the floor from the goatee and mustache combo he sports. You figure that must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded. Am I right? Tapped on an item. The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt? Maybe this is where he discovered one of the secret herbs and spices. Tap on an item to discover more about the... Oh, the door just opened. We're going to keep looking at everything else. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a little bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. Oh, is that me? You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. A candle. Scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of 69? Nice. Oh no, it's one of the secret ingredients. It's a larger white block. It's gonna have to lurk, but so glad to see you. Thank you so much for that lurk. I appreciate it. Thanks, Internet. You are a wonderful human being, and I hope you have a good night. Thank you so much. And I saw someone else say goodbye up here, right? Yes, it was lovely to catch you. You have a cheerful soul. I hope one day I can hang out longer, but now I must sleep. Bye, Jen and chat. Thank you so much, Sefia. You are wonderful, and I hope you have a good night and sleep well. I appreciate you coming in and stopping by. You guys are awesome. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. What is this? Ew. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair within, the hair therein isn't just silvery in color. It's actually made of spun silver. You draw a closer look at the large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty. And when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lies the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Literally me. Poor guy. Tap on an item. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, it isn't just realistic, it's real! Taxidermy must have been important to Colonel Sanders when he was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken that says, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." Oh my god, he's actually a god. You're wonderful too, friend. No, you! King Plays, thank you so much for that lurk. Have a great night, and I hope you stick around for some Colonel Lovin'. Is that a thing? Maybe? I don't know. So does that make Colonel Sanders a silver fox? I think so. You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then, Ghost of Student pops up. Are you thinking about heading into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. It's, can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window a crack and the ghost is swept out with a breeze. Oh no! That's so sad. Larkin, thank you so much for that hydration check. For fuck's sake, what's his fucking name? Oh my gosh. Alright. Alright, time to go into the door. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off the hanger and try it on. The jacket's a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. We are creepy. They say that home is where the heart is. Is that what they meant? Before you look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. Aww. Well, you see. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket! You forgot to take it off. Tell him you're cold, tell the truth, or decide that now is the moment to make a big move. Do we die again? What do we think? Oh, heck, I know. Tell him the truth. I was looking through your shit. I'm curious about you. I found your jacket. I put it on. I'm cold. Or make a move. All right, we've literally got 1 for cold, 1 for big move, 2 for big move, 3 for move. Okay, we're going on a big move. We're doing it. Whoa, 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 this isn't that kind of game. Not that we blame you for trying, but still. Game over, no! Ah! Look, he's all sweaty. Where does it put us back? I don't want to... I love this background, it's so cute. Oh no! Oh no! Ah! It's the Spork monster. Seeing how fast I can click through it. Actually, I'll get us back, but I'm also gonna take a short bio break. So give me just 1 second. I'll be back. I'll click through the rest of this and I'll be right back. Appreciate it. Hold on. Okay, guys. We're back. Okay. We got it. We're here. And we're ready. So, we can not make a big move and die. We tried. So, cold or the truth? Our second option was cold. I'm gonna say we're cold. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to intrude. I just got a little cold and I thought this might warm me up. Colonel Sanders smiles and scoots close to the fireplace. It's warm by the fire. Why don't you come a little closer? Suddenly, everything feels like it's moving too fast. Final exams are tomorrow. You should be thinking about what you're going to cook. I should be home studying. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door, but the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you a pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, dude. I honestly think this might be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. Yeah! Alright. You talk late into the night and drift into a slumber. Dream sequence! You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Oh boy. Colonel, oh Colonel. Today is the day that could change the rest of your life. Alright, so we've learned not to go for the big moves. Too forward for the Southern gentleman. Absolutely. And if he's a Southern gentleman, he's probably going to want to be the one making the moves. So we should stop. So what I'm learning is that Colonel Sanders likes to take things slow. Yes. That's okay. Perfectly acceptable. Today is the day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. Giant white square. Giant white rectangle. In some jurisdictions, giant white rectangle isn't even legal. But if the recipe is secret, how will they know? Well, Colonel Sanders is old-fashioned. That's what I meant. Like, yeah. I'm sure us making moves makes him uncomfy. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Does KFC have breakfast? Good question. For myself. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous.
Oh, that's not breakfast.
Anyway, you taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is.
God damn it.
Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the best, the world's greatest gift to cookery? I don't know, but they have chicken sandwich made out of chicken breasts and 2 donuts. Close enough for me. Ew, really? I'm not like, ew. I'm sure it doesn't taste awful. I've had in, I don't know if it's anywhere else. I'm sure it is. But in Texas, at fairs, they have burgers with donuts as the buns. And I've had those. I've had them at Topgolf, actually. I don't know if they're at all Topgolfs. But, it's not bad. Like, it's just like a sweet, savory mixed together. I don't know. It was weird. You say it's wonderful? Okay. Let's flatter him. You know, I think we might make a great team. OMG, you're dating Colonel? Weird. Hey, Chrissy, it's nice to see you again. Thank you so much for coming back. And hello, how was your day? A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eyes as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. JK, I would never do it again. Oh no, Jackie! Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. I mean, we're trying. Alicia Kate Hart, hey Jen, leaving a lurk, congrats on 50 subs. Thank you so much, Alicia. Have a wonderful lurk, and I will hopefully see you next time you stream, which is going to be soon, I think. Unable to speak, the only answers you can find is to run out the door and go home. Why do we keep doing this? There's still one more day of school after all. We died a lot on level 2. Like level 2. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. Alright, you get home to find something very surprising. Hi, what's this? Thank you so much, Larkin, for that host. You're wonderful. And I just realized I need to move my notifications. Somewhere. Where should I move them? I don't know where I should move them. Where should I move these? I'll just move them over, I guess. If I test a widget, do you guys see it too? Yes, you do. How embarrassing. Testing the program. I moved it. Oh, wait, what? Oh, yeah, Delactual. Hello, welcome in. How are you doing today? And thank you so much for that follow. Welcome in. We're dating the Sanders. I mean, the Colonel. The Sanders. Yeah. All right. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. All right, have a good lurk, Nathan. Thank you so much for hanging out all the time. You're wonderful. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been so desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay, But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on my saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I've been partnered up with Pop, he's asked me to go out with him. Of course I told him, you better harness those wild horses, young man. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me, so I said, yeah, sure, I can go out with the little guy. Long story short, he took me to his favorite shush house, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say shush house? Is that if that's a thing people say, what is that even referring to? And now I'm not really sure where we stand. Oh, now she's crying. Does someone want to look up shush house and put that description in chat? Because I am genuinely curious. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up all the details of your own night is just too much to bear. You're afraid to Google it? I am too. Maybe Google it in incognito mode. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened but an emotional connection. Wow. Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. Miriam, what? You're literally going on dates too. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. Does that mean we're broken up as best friends? When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from the distance that they're picking on Pop, though he made himself not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop.
What's a swirly? It sounds delicious.
Oh, it's great. I'll order you one up right away.
I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat.
You can get your swirly dipped, too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Guys, I got every voice in there. Woo! I'm hitting that spot. Royal Crablet is going to be so proud. Sarcastically. Oh no. BFF, please come back. Please stop running. I'm so sad. Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school. There's that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? I'm totally proud of you for nailing those voices. Hell yeah. This was really the impressing Royal Crablet stream. Thank you. And we're done. I'm just kidding. You've got some you got some nerd. You've got some nerve, dude. Suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince in pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up, ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Lennon is ready with a party of 9. Lennon, thank you so much. Hello, welcome raiders. Thank you guys so much for that raid. Lennon, what'd you play? Welcome in. Excited to see you. Thank you so much for that raid. You're wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh boy, oh boy. What'd you play? I know you were talking about a couple things earlier, but this game is much less spoopy than mine. Ah, more wine burps. More wine. I spilled it. Oops. I'm struggling. I'm getting to that point where I'm struggling. Alright. Alright. Oh, I hit my mic. That probably was super loud. I'm so sorry. Okay. A spoopy Zach raid. Yes! Okay. Whew. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Dude, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure they'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say. It was bland. Excuse me, dude. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. Oh, shit! Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk to class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, dude. No! That was another lose for us. Colonel, we stayed the night with you. We're sad. Okay. Well, fudge. I know! Colonel Sanders is a fuckboy. Anyway, annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa, that's that book? Looks like bad news. It said that's that book. That's that book? That is that book? What? Did we tell her about the book? Anyway. It's just something I found lying around. It's what, it would appear to be some form of grimoire. I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered with arcane writing warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency. It says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine. It is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you and a pretty good excuse to try it out. No! What? Okay, what does chat think? Are we erasing our memory? I'm assuming that's the end of the game. We're not using it. We're going. Nope, we're not doing it. Nope, don't do it. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. Look at his little... He's so cute. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want all of you to know I feel something as a dog moment coming on. But I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. Reach out for some old homework and give him a snack. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. Do we give him our homework? That's a horrible idea. But I feel like we're supposed to. Guys? Homework? Or not? Is he going to vomit? Alright, we'll wait and see. We're unpredictable. Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses in on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence! I told you to never come back here, Terrence! I will destroy you, Terrence! Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off of his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who even named him Terrence? You'd better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again! After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but any other squirrel that is in hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. Ahem. I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, dude, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable wisdom, you see. But before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Oh no, Sprinkles is interrupted by sad whimpering coming from the back of the room. Oh no! I told you to save it for after class.
But I miss you.
We went on one date, Pop, and now you can... How can you miss me when I'm right here? Pop's voice quivers as he pleads his case to Miriam. Pop!
Every time I blink, you go away again.
That's a really cute thing to say. Miriam, what even happened between you and Pop?
I got her in trouble and now she's mad at me.
I didn't just get in trouble. I got yelled at by Pop's mother, who blames me for getting him banned from every museum we set foot in. Oh, so that's what you meant by shush house. Pop, we went on one date. We're over.
And it meant so much to me that I made this for you.
Oh my god. Too hurt to go on arguing, Pop leaves his, creation behind and runs off to the room. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Poor Pop. Maybe I don't have to do his voice anymore. Well, that was unfortunate. But he mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam! Sorry, but competition showdown challenge exam. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey Miriam, are you okay? Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Break up? They had one date. I know, right, Soraya? Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me. Let's just process this sentence really quickly. You're not gonna saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me. And let's continue. Of course not. Well, maybe, sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else we meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Yeah, Miriam. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes off the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to have a really special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it. I sound like Trump. I should try to change the voice, but we're too late. We're in this. While we're pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van Van and the supposed Man and his eviler counterpart Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through the quick test of a recipe you've been working on. Dude's famous chicken pot pie. Lass and Sass, thank you so much for that follow. Hello, it is so nice to meet you. Welcome in. I don't know where we're at in this story, but I've got voices going. Yeah. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on. Dude's famous chicken pot pie. KFC has chicken pot pie, right? Van, the supposed man, I love it. After practicing for months, making this dish come second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Is it for a cram session? Kappa? Okay. Dude, what are you doing here? There's still time before the exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were in here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick with when the oven timer goes off behind you. Ignore it like there is no sound at all, or fess up about the practice dish. Well, we want to date him, so we're gonna fess up about the practice dish. Okay, you got me. I've gone a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You know it was a pot pie from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with all the butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? Ha, no. I can smell that that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it's probably starting, but it will probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules! That's it. Except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You've decided that mac and cheese plus the pot pie, sounds of angels singing, plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that will push you over to the edge of victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes. per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her great magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big on going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve something imperfect. His original recipe, trademarked, is fried chicken. Or what's R? Is that not trademarked? Is that like restricted or something? I don't know. Rights reserved. Gee, is that a corgi? The corgi is the teacher. That's Professor Sprinkles. Yes. The intensity in the room starts at full. Guys, look at this. At full. 10 out of 10. With a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken and it levitates through the air. Egg wash. Miriam furiously injects ingredients into itty-bitty pots of broth. Best friend Baster Blaster. That's what it is. Van flexes his pectorals and he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid! Wait a minute. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula! I love that. Even Clank gets in on it. 5 dial of pressure, point chicken, cooking, unique, technique. Wait, did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as it was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spell book out. She's going to use some dark magic to turn the tide. You've got a book of your own, but you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Are we casting a spell, or are we doing it the hard way? What are we doing? Hard way. I agree. I feel like casting a spell will cause us to die. Let's do it the hard way. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm gonna do it the hard way. Oh, sorry, I said that wrong. I'm gonna do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, dude. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, dude, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station, cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're cheering, who is cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. It's actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but... Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. Miriam, no! It's a secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that you lied from the ingredients that you made up. And where in the world did she get the Eye of Newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your blurry eyes. It is I, Steve.
It is I, Steve, the spork monster.
Steve, wait, what happened to Gorko? You're not here to battle me, are you?
We spork monsters are many. I think Gorko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out?
I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the Spork Monster notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station.
I see what you're up to. Crisscrossed some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh?
Huh, yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles into the pot of salted water?
I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country.
You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it's probably lonely there. Aww. You're gonna head off to bed? Yes, alright. Well, thank you so much for hanging out, Larkin. You have a wonderful night, and I will talk with you later. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the sides. I really need to focus on this competition.
I understand. I kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class and then I woke up.
You toss a serious stare at Steve and he takes the hint.
Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck!
Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. You summon extra power from the deep down within yourself, or give up and drop out of culinary school. Extra power deep within myself. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as a culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. Knees weak, arms heavy. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Oh no. Yes, dude, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. Knees weak, arms heavy. My taste buds have been preparing their entire... Wait, this is not the right voice. Now I'm the monster. Their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power you can do anything except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and it can't be served. But don't worry, dear dude. You may have suffered some setbacks, but not all is lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the tests? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules have never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form a perfect food union? Time's up, students. With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop, clank. From off-screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only be coming from one student. I'm flying. It sounds like it's coming from the broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. Same, Pop. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say it's the worst prank in UCSAL history. But it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Glenk, where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature whir, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. I'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now, describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles and a savory soup. My word, as delicate as a teeny tiny Narutomaki I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl. Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles. And some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the edges before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue into the bowl. Sublime! And would anyone else like to taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even had a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all myself. And in a flash, the entire meal is devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup. I thought this was a short stream. I know! This game is going on super long. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, dude, for helping me believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard in an axe-hewn urchin shell, served with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand, doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close enough on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof, woof! Please be gentle with my cuisine. Grrr. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back and his tongue is poked and prodded. Ouch, my tongue! The professor appears to have an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this! It keeps poking my tongue! Oh, poor baby. Congrats on the subs. Thank you so much, Soul. How are you doing? Disqualified. A stunning turn of events. I would have thought that served in a bowl made of needles would make it difficult to eat. Dejected, Van goes into his... wait, what? Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified for glamour? Don't discount me. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know. Yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley, it's time to step up. Now describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup, topped with French, what is that? Meringue. And connected by sugar glass. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be as a display piece. Don't eat the food at a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something, dude? I told you it's a display piece. Actually, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it, and did an extremely good job cooking it, too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judging on eating, I'd go to College of Eating School for the Hungry. ... I suppose you could smell it if you obviously insist, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley. She finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you! And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me either. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. 2 chefs? Bye, Skanksley. Yep. What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just then, I thought I'd seen everything in this kitchen. You give me this thing, and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend in this reality into another dimension. You win. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even the Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnificent fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declared that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could it be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return one last assignment to get their groove on. This cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as a site for the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive, high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Doug is in the house! Ow, ow, ow! You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Van and oh my gosh, that outfit's really cute that Ashley's wearing. Anyway, Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster! He totally mellowed out. Everyone,
the Spork Monster is no more! From here out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster!
Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Sporky. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who would command such an entrance? It's Pop. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking to the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat a crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now we get it. And we get a new wing of the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. Miriam, will you be my lady king? What an incredible turn in events. An offer to join the royal family. It's like a dream come true. You get to be a princess, or maybe a queen. I'm not sure if he even knows, but either way, crowns and gowns, baby. I'm sorry, Pop, but I'm not interested. Not now, at least. I've got so much to do with my life. A twist on a twist. What a twist. And many more 3-day universities to attend. So many tiny foods to meticulously sculpt and then watch get accidentally blown away by a single sneeze. Okie dokie. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparkling and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank. I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew this the whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. A portal opens and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. The cherry blossoms. Howdy, classmates. Ooh, casual Sanders. Just like the first day you met him. He has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just say to give them a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken, and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end. Wow. 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 No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Oh. Dude, what are you doing sitting all alone? Did we win the Sanders? Did we? Let's find out. Just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, I don't know, a spicy musk, a tiny goatee, and a degree of a University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. It's like an 80s movie, I know! And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, dude. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? I think this is something I'll need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Rude! Could it be you found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I can enroll at pastry school. Oh, my dear dude, I'm sure you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. What? KFC presents. Oh my. Ooh, that is loud. Oh, jeez. That was something, wasn't it? Oh my. Oh jeez. What do we think? What are our thoughts? How do we feel? Something indeed. Wow. Jeez. All right. Well, we've got lots of love today. Let me open up our poll here to see who we're going to be rating. So, well, how do we feel about the Colonel? He doesn't respect us in our career endeavors, so I don't think he deserves our love because we're below him. But chat may have a different opinion. Colonel is 10 out of 10. No, okay, got it. Jackie is the one. 11 out of 10. Got it. All right, guys. So we have a couple people that I'm going to add to this poll here. Let's see. Let's see what we've got. Who to raid? Who to raid? Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, too. I didn't realize this game was going to be so long, and I actually planned on playing 2 games because it said that it was short. So I'm glad I didn't. Valhalla, I guess. Okay, let's see. We've got that one. And we've got and one more option is okay. So I'm gonna start this poll here in chat. So it should pop up on your thing, and let's vote for what game we want to watch next. Vote, vote, vote. Vote. And also, while you guys are voting, thank you guys so much for all the love. We got literally a double raid. It happened at the same time, which is so cool. Got a couple subs, which is so appreciated, and you guys are wonderful. But get those votes in, guys. At the top of your chat, it should have popped up. I'm excited to stream on Sunday. I'm going to play through Portal, so that'll be fun. And double raid hype. So hopefully we can have a good time. Yeah, Portal 1. I'm going to play through that, and hopefully I can beat it all on Sunday. We'll find out. I love Portal 2. I remember being obsessed with, like, the song. So all right. Got a few seconds left on that vote. If you're here and want to give some input into who we're going to be rating tonight. Yeah, the cake is a lie. Portal makes my smooth brain hurt. Oh, Brandon. Jonathan Colton is great. Don't worry, I will be proving my smooth brain on Sunday. So that will suck. All right, looks like we're going to be rating the person playing Visage. So, and that is Watch Holly, who picked the name for our character today. So she's a lovely person. I'm really excited that we're going to be rating her. Watch Holly playing Visage. I'm gonna go ahead and start that raid. You guys are wonderful. We've got a raid phrase. If you just copy and paste, Soraya just posted it. You guys are wonderful, and if you want to hang out, join that Discord down below. You can just press the Discord button. I appreciate you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I will absolutely see you guys on Sunday for some Portal, and let's do this. Gen Raid is online. Ready, go.
Welcome everyone, I'm Watch Holly, if you don't know who I am. I joined Jen's stream earlier today. It was the first. Thank you so much for the follow, guys. Ratchy Pie, thank you for the follow. Oh my god, new. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate you. It was the first time that I went on to Jen's stream, because she came in on mine a few times. And I was like, damn, like I gotta check this girl out. And she like messaged me privately. I was like, oh, like she seems so nice. And so I was finally able to come today. I was like, she's amazing. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I freaking stand her already. Like I know we're definitely gonna be friends, and I'm definitely gonna go back. She was playing like a visual novel today that was just like Doki Doki, which I played Doki Doki. And yeah, it was cool. And she asked what, and this is my favorite part, and this is why we're gonna be best friends. She asked a name for her character, and I said, dude, name it dude. And she named her character dude. Yes,